Hi there. Today's topic is one of my most favorite topics. It's about finding purpose and happiness in life. We all want to be happy and we all want to live purposeful life. But most of us have no idea what to do to find happiness. कुछ लोगों के पास सब कुछ होने के बावजूद they feel something is missing. They feel emptiness in life or they feel uselessness and uncertainty in their lives. And sometimes they feel that they are not getting rewarded fairly for their work and efforts. So the question is what we can do to find happiness and purpose in life. How can we find our reason for being? When I found the answer to this question, I had a big aha moment. And the answer is Ikigai. Ikigai is the Japanese secret to living purposeful life. The word Iki translates to life, and Gai describes value. That roughly translates to finding a purpose in life and a reason for being. This term refers to things that make one's life worthwhile. It gives you the reason to get out of bed every morning. So, next few minutes, I'll walk you through the steps that you can follow to find your Ikigai, your purpose in life. To find your Ikigai, your reason for being, you need to answer 4 questions. The first question is what you love. Because if it is something you love, you will naturally want to do it repeatedly every day. The next question is what you are good at. That is your talent, your skills, your natural abilities. The next one is what you can be rewarded for or paid for. And at the end, the most important element or most important question is what the world needs. Because finding life purpose is not just to fulfill your desires, but world's needs as well. When you think about the world, think about your world, your immediate society and community. Let's see how these 4 elements fit together in Ikigai model. The intersection between what you love and what you are good at is your passion. Passion is something that is truly meaningful to you and you're willing to make sacrifices for it. And adding on what you can be rewarded for is essential to make a living out of your purpose. And finally, adding to the picture what the world needs is vital, as serving society gives us the sense of belonging and purpose. And the intersection between what you can be rewarded for and what the world needs is vocation. And the intersection between the world needs and what you love is your mission. And if you take a look at the intersection of the 3 circles, you may find the satisfaction, delight, excitement, and comfort, but there will be always something missing. You might be feeling uselessness or emptiness, or maybe will not be making any wealth, or may have the sense of uncertainty. The only sweet spot that provides us the Ikigai, the purpose in life, is right in the middle. And this is where all 4 things intersect. So finding one thing that is common in all 4 circles is Ikigai. It stands at the crossroad of 4 main qualities: what you love, what you are good at, what you can be rewarded for, and what the world needs. Finding Ikigai may take days, weeks, months, or even years. Remember, Ikigai is a constant process. Ask yourself tough questions in this process and answer them honestly. For example, if your passion is to become a doctor and you choose this as a profession because you know that you will be paid well and you decide not to explore the fourth element, that is the world needs, then आप पेशेंट को हमेशा एक गॉप की नजर से देखोगे. But if you choose to add the fourth element, which is the world needs, then your job will become a mission. And when you get a sense of mission in what you do, there is no better feeling than that. जिस कामयाबी में आपकी अपनी ज़ात के अलावा और कोई नहीं शामिल, वो कामयाबी नहीं, वो खुद गर्जी है. Whatever field of work you pick in life, make sure it has an element of service in it. If the only reason you get up in the morning and go to work is to make money, then it can't be your reason for being. It can't be your ikigai. Your reason to work has to be bigger than earning money and fame. So the question is, how can we find our ikigai? How can you find your ikigai? I'll walk you through the steps that you can follow in order to discover your ikigai. So what you do is take a piece of paper, draw 3 vertical lines to make 4 columns. And in each column, you write the 4 questions we just talked about. What you love, what you are good at, what you can be rewarded for, paid for, what the world needs. And start answering these questions, one question at a time. List down everything that you love. To find out what you love, think about what have you never gotten bored of. What's something you have always been drawn back to do over time. What gets you in the flow that you forget to eat or drink when you do it. Same way, go to the next column and answer the question what you are good at. To find out what you are good at, think about what skills have you been spending time to practice the most. What do people look to you for help with? Is there anything you want to be good at? And when you start answering those questions, you will get a list of things that you are good at, what your natural talent and abilities are. Go to the next question. That is what you can be rewarded for. To find out what you can be rewarded for, think about what have you been paid for before? What do you want to get paid for? And list those things in this column. And at the end, which is probably the hardest section to answer, is what the world needs is. And when you're answering that question, think about your world, your community, and the society you live in, the reality you live in. Think about their needs. Ask yourself, how can you contribute to create a positive effect on those around you? Once you have answered that question, take a look at all the sections and see if there is a common thread. Look for one thing that is common in all 4 sections. Basically, what you see here is my ikigai. I listed the things that what I love doing, what I'm good at, what I can be rewarded for, and the needs of my world, my community. And this process really helped me find my reason for being, my ikigai. And basically, my ikigai is to cultivate leadership in young generation. I often get this question from young generation, and the question they ask me is how they can find what they love, how they can find their passion, how they can find their talent and natural abilities, what they're good at. The answer is simple. Be open to trying new things. Why? How would you know if you love something until you actually do it? I think वालिदैन को भी चाहिए कि वो अपने बच्चों को encourage करें to try new things, because this is how they're going to discover their passion and talent. The second key message is shift your mindset from viewing things as obstacles. बहाने मत तलाश करें. Start to see things as opportunities. My message is go pursue that thing you have been holding yourself back from so long. And if you do that, your purpose may unfold. I wish you all the best in finding your ikigai. If you like this video and you want to hear from me again, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow my Facebook page. If you have any feedback, any question, please leave a comment below. I'll do my best to respond to your question. At the end, I want to ask you a question. Have you made someone smile today? If you haven't, go do it. Thank you so much and have a great day.